Good afternoon, and thank you all for joining us. We're here today to give you an update on the City of Pikeville's response to the COVID-19 outbreak. While we do not have any cases locally, our community is not immune. We know that cases are likely coming, and we're preparing ourselves for that day. The economic and social implications of the national health crisis on our local community are being felt by us all. Though we may have lost the ability to congregate as a community at church and sporting events, recreational activities, and friends and family at reunions, now is an important time to support one another. Together, we will get through this. At this time, I'd like to ask Pikeville City Manager Philip Ellswick to come to the podium.
All calls made during normal business hours to City Hall or any other administrative office will be answered by a member of our team working remotely. You can pay your bills, utility and tax bills, in 4 different ways. You can go online. You can call the utility department at 606-437-5109. You can call the tax and licensing department at 606-437-5102, or you can use the QR codes that we have provided for those departments. Any one of those options that is easiest for you certainly works for us. There is also a dedicated website on our webpage for paying bills. All the options to pay are listed in one location for you for convenience. That website is pikevilleky.gov/payments. Likewise, building permits and continuing utility service is very important. So you can still apply for building permits by calling Robert Smith at 606-437-5100 or 606-422-9833. Also, connecting and disconnecting utility services is certainly something that you might need during this time, and you can get that service by calling 606-437-5109. And then finally, the drop box located outside City Hall is being checked daily, and you can use that to pay bills that you would have normally brought into City Hall or dropped there in the box anyway. So just know that the city staff is committed to providing the same excellent level of service that we strive to provide for you every day in normal circumstances. Just pray that you'll be patient with us, as this is a little bit difficult time.
Thank you, Phil. I'd like everyone to know that we at Utility Management Group is taking this current state of emergency very seriously and is doing everything possible to ensure the safety of our employees as well as the public, while maintaining essential quality and dependable services during this difficult time. We will continue to work with the mayor, city manager, and their team to operate as normal as possible. In order to maintain continuity of our services to our clients, UMG has evaluated the services we provide and have implemented procedures and recommendations to all of our employees and all of our departments as recommended by the CDC and the governor. We'll talk a little bit about the water production, the distribution, and the water plant. Chemicals for the water treatment has been evaluated. A 2-week supply is routinely kept on hand, but we have been topped off to provide a 30-day supply. Emergency arrangements have been made for chemicals to be delivered when necessary. We currently have redundant equipment with enough spare parts to repair almost anything short of the largest pieces of equipment we have. Work schedules in all of our departments have been assessed and can be modified as needed to ensure production run times. We can reduce staffing levels if needed due to illness, as well as pull non-essential employees from other departments to fill in if needed. Talk about the wastewater. The wastewater plant, we have enough chemicals have been evaluated, and we have a 30-day supply. Emergency arrangements have been made also for the chemicals when necessary. We currently have redundant equipment with enough spare parts to repair almost anything, again, the shortest of the largest piece of equipment. Our work schedules have been assessed and can be modified as needed. The one thing that we can ask the public to do is to help us with the wastewater system is please do not flush the sanitary wipes, as it provides large problems for our pumps, our water treatment plant, or wastewater treatment plant, and also your plumbing. Solid waste. We have looked at our solid waste procedures and we've come up with a plan. Any address in the city that has been placed under quarantine, we will notify them to double bag their trash. We've asked all of our employees to wear extra pair of latex gloves under their normal work gloves, and we will dispose of as properly as needed. All of our trucks and equipment are washed and sanitized twice weekly. Continuance of service will be normal unless the situation changes. Again, we have asked all of our employees to, we have reminded them of the basic infection prevention measures such as the social distancing and everything the governor has asked us to do and the CDC. So if there's any questions, you can call 606-437-5114. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip and Mayor Carter. All City of Pikeville emergency responders are still providing services to our community. However, several safety measures have been put into place to help protect them and our community. The police department lobby has been closed to public access. However, there are instructions placed on the outside of the doors to explain any option that someone may need, including how to obtain collision or case reports online. There is also a phone located on the outside of the building in case someone needs to speak to an officer or a dispatcher. Our dispatch center is screening calls for service that allows the officers to respond either in person or, if possible, handle the call over the telephone. Officers have been provided with appropriate personal protective equipment and cleaning agents for decontamination of their gear, their police vehicles, as well as we've created a decontamination area before they enter the police department. I want to ensure the community we are still fully staffed, responding to calls for service, and working very hard to ensure the safety of our community. The fire department is continuing to remain in full service and providing EMS in our community. Our EMS personnel is provided with necessary personal protective equipment to help protect our patients and our responders. Our dispatch center has implemented new screening guidelines for COVID-19 symptoms in order to provide as much information as possible for our responders. All the fire department locations have been closed to public access as a preventive measure. All report requests are being handled by mail, and our EMS billing company is taking care of any billing questions or concerns by telephone. If anyone needs any assistance, they can contact the fire department and speak with personnel. At this time, all training classes and events have been postponed, and the department is working very hard to keep all equipment and stations disinfected. Our dispatch center has also been closed to public access, but if you need anything, please contact our dispatch center at 606-437-6236, and if it's an emergency, dial 911. I want to assure our community that our police, fire, EMS, and dispatch services are committed to providing the highest level of services as before, but with some altered response techniques that is vital to protect our community and our responders during this time we're faced with. Thank you.
Thank you, Philip, and thank you all guys for all the updates. As you can see, we've put the plan to work that we have put out about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we've been working on it for several weeks. As you can see, these guys really know what they're doing, and I just want everybody to feel assured that the best interest of the city, these guys have it, and we're going to continue carrying on just like we always do. I also want to I mentioned earlier about our staff but about thanking them for the job they do. But I was out the store yesterday at a local grocery store, and it was kind of crowded. It wasn't terrible, but it was so eerily quiet. I think we're losing the sense of, hi, how you doing? Good to see you today. It's okay to do that as long as we're keeping our social distancing, and at least we're not looking down at phones all the time. We're kind of looking forward and looking ahead and see what's in front of us. But we also owe a great deal of gratitude to our healthcare workers, emergency room personnel, and those people in the pharmacies and the general people that are helping us get through this. I also want to challenge you to find a way to support our local businesses over the next few weeks. They are the backbone of our local economy, and we need to support them. Some restaurants are offering curbside pickups, and I think you're going to see on the screen here some of the local restaurants that are offering drive-through and all that. So you can even get on our social media pages, and you can see a list of all our local restaurants that you can still get food from. Also, per the governor's orders yesterday, many boutiques and local retailers are now closed after 8 o'clock tonight. So a lot of that's going to be shifting to online, and our Main Street and Economic Development Office is going to be working with our local businesses to see if they can work and still do stuff online and be able to ship it out and try to help them continue to do as normal as possible. Each of these small business owners play a vital role in our health and our local economy, and we appreciate those who can support them whatever way possible during this uncertain time. Pikeville City Tourism will be posting information as per the CDC guidelines about activities that people can do to keep themselves healthy mentally and physically. As at this point right now, our parks are still open, our trails are still open. I know these parents that are teaching at home want to get their kids out and burn some energy. We've got, I know it's raining, but we've got 2 turfed fields at Bob Amos and at the high school. Get them out there and run around, get some energy out of them. We still, they've got the softball field, we've got the baseball field. Just please practice your social distancing of 6 feet or greater, and no big groups of 10 or less. Public safety will continue to inform the public about the COVID-19 and other health and safety issues. Paul Maynard will be in charge of that, and he'll be letting us know if there's anything that we need to get out, we'll get it out to you as quick as possible. And over the last week, the city of Pikeville, we have sharpened our focus on health and safety of our residents, our students, and all those older ones that might be vulnerable to illness at this time. We are following the CDC and the Kentucky Department of Health guidelines and recommendations, and we recommend that you do the same. Please visit kentuckycovid19.ky.gov for more information. I can assure you, collectively, we will get through this together by supporting one another and offering help where we can. And when you can, please help others. While our actions look a little bit different these days, we remain guided by our mission statement. The city of Pikeville is committed to enriching the lives of citizens, fostering economic growth of the region, supporting safe and healthy neighborhoods, and advancing Eastern Kentucky for generations to come. Again, our city commission meeting will be live streamed tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock at this link, and I think it'll be showing up on your screen right now. And please be sure to visit www.pikevilleky.gov and our social media pages throughout the city to keep updated daily. Please join me in keeping Pikeville and our people safe as we navigate this coronavirus. Thank you.